Coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with their opponents. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now Burrow. Hard throw, incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Watson. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now a first down throw. Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Four yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On the toss, it's Dorsett. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to air one out. They've got his man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football. Now zapped right back in the other direction. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a give to Mixon, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 41, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Pressure comes and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you wonder if they'll just take this 3-0 lead to the locker room. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow letting one fly deep for Cooper. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're on the losing end of things here. What do they need to do if they're going to turn things around, CD?
Partner, it's awfully close to being a must-drive here, I think, for them, because I think a touchdown here in this opening drive is something they absolutely have to have. They only managed 3 points in the first half. They know that's not going to get it done. So without adding pressure to them, they already know the stakes. They need a touchdown here to get things started.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Trucks over him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Again, it'll be Dorsett. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They won't throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Watson. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Oh, that's a big let-off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
Mixon with a first down carry. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Drew Sample, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Orbits have moved out in front. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Watson off play action. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Joe Mixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And now they will throw it with Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Now it's Burrow. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And look like some movement there. Let's get the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Burrow will throw. And this one's incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Watson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now a throw here to his running back. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From midfield now, Burrow. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And they hand it off to Dorsett. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Watson's throw taken in by Collins. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's Watson.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now Watson. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Watson to throw. He's got it to Collins, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To throw, Watson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. DJ Reader. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have.